What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily forecast for Thursday, October 8th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, there's a lot of stuff going on in the astrology. We'll start with that moon here, which is, of course, ingressing today, about 10 a.m. on the West Coast, so about 1 p.m. on the East Coast into Cancer. So the moon's going to enter the dignified home. I think it's going to be an emotional day. We had to process a lot of information, especially emotionally, and even in the morning coming into the afternoon. It's about, dealing with those emotions and finding the ones that feel right and feel like part of the foundation. And, we got to nurture ourselves too and take care of ourselves. The moon's really not going to be making any hard aspects up until the third quarter square, which is tomorrow. So it is late in the evening on the West Coast. We're going to get the square to Chiron, which is kind of going to be building up, but doesn't hit exact until late tonight on the West Coast and then tomorrow on the East Coast. So I think we're working through that a little bit throughout the day. It's kind of like, I guess emotional trauma could come up, wounds from the past, things that make you feel emotionally, I would say weird about your own identity, could start to surface today. But, we're also going to get the moon making nice trines over to Mercury and Juno at the same time. So I would say there's definitely some backup here. Well, Mercury is still in opposition to Uranus. And that Uranus opposition, Mercury is going retrograde at 11 degrees. So it's like, we're here for about 2 weeks of like Mercury stopping, staying in opposition within a few degrees, and then coming back and hitting again exact. So, I think definitely we can expect the unexpected at any moment. And we can't even expect it because Uranus is trying to take us higher, but it's going to take us higher in the most unique and out there way to show us something deep within our own minds here. And, I think we can be restless in these times, and, we just got to be willing to take the information that we get with that North Node in Gemini and see it from some sort of an objective view before we just jump the gun and go straight to believing whatever we see or whatever we hear. I think we got to go deeper to find that actual truth in this time. But, the moon, I think, it'll feel more comfortable, I guess, if we're willing to just accept anything. If we're willing to, and not like just accept anything, but accept it for what it is. Even in an Iranian aspect, take it up to the spaceship, figure it out, and then come back and let the emotions deal with it from there. The moon's also going to work up to a sextile with Uranus. So, Uranus is doing a lot right now. And the moon, I think we can be emotional today in a big way, especially with some past wounds. But I think we got to focus on like what feels the best and what's going to take us higher, and, where the ultimate value lies. And where that lies deep within yourself is a big question I think we all have to ask. The sun's going to move to 16 degrees in the afternoon, and it is going to get within a 2-degree orb of Jupiter. I think we can definitely, I would say, be looking for the gift in life right now. And it could come in like some weird way that we're not expecting, but at the same time, it's like we can't force the gift. We can't force the relationships. We can't force too much, or we might miss where the silver lining is. We just kind of have to take the information for what it is. Go, like I said, go up in the spaceship. Typical Aquarius moon thing to do of me, but that would be what we need to do, is process things on a deeper level before we just go headfirst into, oh my God, whatever this information was, blah, blah. Like, let's look for some truth, just a little bit. Like, let's just take a second to think about it from a higher perspective. Mercury and Uranus, of course, are octaves of each other. Mercury being the lower kind of human mind, if you will, and Uranus being more of a even God consciousness, if you will. So we have to go deep to find the reality, the environments, and what is actually going to bring us some sort of value in life. Physically, this could deal with money. Definitely with Uranus in Taurus, there's a money aspect of like figuring out the money things in the right way and making sure that the values are aligned. And of course, Scorpio deals with other people's money. So there could definitely be honestly, weird prediction just came to my mind is like we could see weird stock market or any sort of market stuff this week that doesn't really make sense, but we have to look at it from an objective point of view. We got Venus here, which is going to move to 7 degrees today and get within a 2-degree orb of the sextile to Uranus. Uranus still has got Lilith right there too. I think there's just something completely unexpected and unique that we just have to own and just almost put our foot down and just go for something bigger when it comes to our values, and not just like take what we hear as like the ultimate. Like we got to remember Lilith was told to be with Adam, and Lilith was like, no, I don't want to be with Adam. I want to go do what I want. So there's something about us doing what we want to make our reality great. I'm not saying we need to just like shove people aside or anything like that, but we need to be somewhat willing to just kind of like step into our own confidence and our own values of what is going to bring us the best in life. And we have to deal with a little bit of healing there with Chiron as well. So the sun's going to get close here to that square to Jupiter. I definitely think that, there's something, relationships are big. Like I mentioned with the Leo King, there's relationship stuff that keeps coming up with this sun, of course, in the relationship sign of Libra. We got to make sure the relationships are locked and loaded for the long term, and there's like a deep connection there. Or if you're like second guessing it, like you might miss your opportunity to do something great for your environment and do something great with your values. This Venus is also making sessi quadrants to the Capricorn energy. Coming off Saturn, heading towards Pluto and Jupiter. There's something about transforming the way what we think is the value in life. I mean, and like making that the gift. The gift is like the purity of our heart. The gift is finding that ultimate value within yourself and sharing that value and giving it to others. And emotionally being strong is important too. The sun is working up on also a quincunx to Neptune. So I would say things are a little weird. And that sun's also, the sun, Venus is quincunxing Chiron. There's a lot of weird energy going on right now. I mean, it's like, do we want to feel like we're some Quasimodo that doesn't deserve the best and doesn't deserve to work towards something amazing in life that's going to bring us the ultimate, whatever, relationship, life, whatever you want to live? It's like we can get so stuck in past wounds or get stuck in sort of an identity that doesn't align with our soul that we don't want to go build and create something pure and amazing. So, I mean, I wouldn't say the energy is terrible today looking at the chart. It's just, there's a lot going on. And I think that there's like shock factor. There's a shock value all over the place. And it's about how we connect with what brings us the shock we want in life and how we disconnect from the stuff that we see or hear that's just like doesn't resonate. Of course, Mars is at 22 degrees today, so we are getting that really tight. Tomorrow's going to be the exact Mars-Pluto square. So there is major transformational stuff going on, especially as that moon, we're going to get the third quarter square. It's like if we're not emotionally ready to nurture ourselves and to build a new foundation that we want to build a new structure upon to go reach goals and go get to the highest place in our life, and we're not ready to like step into new values. I mean, Mars square Pluto is like, it's trying to dig up something amazing, but it's like we can't be scared to tear something down to build something great. We have to almost be the excavator in our life and just go demo time on whatever it is that doesn't feel aligned and doesn't feel right, it's not fun. But in the end, you look back and you're like, oh my God, thank God that I made this big decision in my life that, brought me to where I am. And that's how often it goes when hard decisions are met and when transformation comes into play. So, that kind of energy, I would say today. Card for the day is the Four of Wands reversed. I mean, I think we all want the harmony. We want the celebration in life. We want to see the beauty, the divine symmetry, if you will. But we got to be willing to change and like go a different direction to celebrate and to have the life and the structure that we want, to have something beautiful and like have a home that makes sense here. It can feel a little weird. Why did we pull that card? The Six of Wands. So a lot of fire energy. We got to go for the courage. We got to have the courage to get victory in our life. And, you know, we might have to drop some things along the way to get there. We might have to find that the passion is the one ultimate thing that we can build from. And the rest of the stuff we just have to tear down so that we can create a celebration and work towards a new goal that's going to take us somewhere amazing, somewhere higher. But I think there's definitely a courage aspect that we have to have right now. There's a love aspect that we have to have right now. Passion. You know, I think that the prize is there. Like, we can get things to happen and make big things shift and create in our life. But, you know, we have to be willing to go out and make it happen, if you will. It's a day. That's always a day. We're in a vortex right now for, I want to say October, but it's not. It goes past October, you know. It goes till the end of the year. And even once we get to the end of the year, there's wild stuff happening into next year. So it's like this steady, you know, what we can do on a daily basis to bring us value and happiness and love, especially for ourselves, and to find people that align with that love, that bring more love into your life. You know, that's where it's at. And we got to nurture ourselves and be willing to give ourselves that nurturing, you know, let people come in that are actually nurturing and they're not taking your, you know, energy and manipulating it. And this could be for people in your life, the TV, you know, we don't need any more of our energy manipulated. It's been enough, you know. So we got to look through the fog. We got to see what actually connects, and we got to be willing to just take the shock value that comes over the next, I mean, it could already be happening in your life, or you could see it on TV. We got to take the shock value for what it is. It's trying to take us higher. It's trying to have us go deeper within our minds to unlock a lot. It's trying to take our minds to another like consciousness. Like, this is portal vibe for sure that we're going through right now. So be willing to go into the portal that's going to take you to the best life that you want by being in your power, taking care of yourself, you know. We all have wounds too. We got to be able to work through the wounds emotionally. We can't let them bring us down. We can't let self-doubt creep in. We got to be strong, steady to get to the victory. And that's it. It is Jupiter Day after all. So I wish you guys the best of luck. As always, I love you very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow for Friday's horoscope. Love you.